5-minute tough core. We're just gonna do 5 minutes without any breaks, and it's gonna be over before you know it. And this is the kind of thing you can do over and over and over again. No weights, just body weight, and it's gonna be great for your core. So let's get started. I'm gonna set my timer, and we're gonna go right into our first high plank. So our feet are hip distance apart here. We're not gonna put them together because we are gonna be moving our arms, and we're gonna be here for a minute. So I want you to have like a nice rectangle here with your hands and your feet, squeezing your glutes, lower your butt so that it's not kind of a down dog. And then I want you to start tapping your shoulders and reaching forward, reaching forward. So tap, tap, forward, forward. See, we're already halfway through this 1 minute plank, by the way. Forward, forward. If this is too much for you, then just stay in your plank. And if the plank is too much for you, then lower your feet. You're very much engaging your core if you're just in a plank with your knees down. So that's absolutely fine, and that's a great gradient to work up to a full plank. And 3, 2, 1. Move on to your backs. Right away. Hands in a basket. And I want you to butterfly. Is this called butterfly? Flutter? Flutter your feet like this. Over, under, over, under. While you're doing this, the back of your lower back is pressed so hard into the mat that there's literally no space there. You couldn't even slide a piece of paper. And if you can't press your lower back into the mat that hard, then raise your feet. The lower you bring your feet, the harder it is. And if you need a break from this, hug your knees in for a moment, because we're doing this for a minute as well. And your hands in a basket are a great way to help take the pressure off your neck and your jaw. We don't want pain in your neck and your jaw. So take the break that you need. Over, under, and then meet me again in 2 seconds in your side plank. So coming back here, we're gonna do a forearm side plank and open up to the left side. Again, if you need to modify this, your left leg is gonna come down to the mat, and that's totally fine. You can still feel that working the left side of your rib cage and your left obliques. And just reach everything up here. Really lift those hips up nice and high and squeeze the glutes. And we're gonna roll to the other side. So just replace your left hand and reach. Squeeze the glutes, reach up to the sky, and hold this. So in about 15 seconds when we're done with this, we're gonna meet on our backs one more time. Raise those hips up a little higher for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And onto our backs again. Okay, we're going to just crunch. Legs are in a tabletop, and we're just crunching this out. Last time we were on our backs, we worked our lower core because we were doing our legs, and now we're crunching, so this is more upper. We always want to address the core in a 360-degree way. If you need a break, because we are doing this for a full minute, if you need a break, just take the break. Just take the break. And when you're lifting up here, this is not just chin to chest, right? It's your chest moving up, really engaging through the core, pressing the lower back in. We have 10 more seconds here until we're going to flip back over. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we flip back over. So meet me in a down dog. Feet are hip distance apart. Touch your right foot with your left and meet me in a plank. And then press back and meet me in the plank. Press back. We're just touching the opposite foot as we push our hips back towards the sky in this nice moving core exercise. As you lower your butt, you can start to feel your core get really energized. And we're just gonna do this for 3 more seconds, and then as a finisher, we're gonna go into our mountain climbers. So we can just do these like this, or you can hop them out for a little more cardio. Whichever way, we're just doing knee to opposite elbow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that was 5 minutes. Let's stretch out our core a little bit. Come up to the top of your knees. Inhale your arms up. Reach to the left and reach to the right. If you think back through that class, we did planks, which work your entire core. Front, back, sides, everything, right? Then we did side planks, which do engage everything, but specifically the sides. Then we did the flutter kicks, which are for our lower. We did the crunches, which are for our upper. And then we did some finishing to get our heart rate up and blast it out nice and hard at the end. So we're just stretching out our obliques here. And then reach back a little bit for a camel to stretch out the core here. And we're going to do a spinal twist as a final one. Twist out the core. And the other side. So doing 5 minutes of core several times a week is not a big ask, but the return is so good. Because a strong core supports your back, it supports you when you're walking, it supports you in chairs, like it supports you on your bike, it supports you when you're lifting things, even when you're standing in the kitchen cooking. If you have a weak core and your posture's bad and you're kind of slouchy and your belly doesn't feel strong, it affects everything in your body, all of your alignment. So if you're looking at back problems, if you're trying to figure out why your back is achy, do some core work. Strengthen that entire section of your body. It's a huge section that connects your legs to your arms, and you've got to make it strong. So just a little bit every day. All right, thanks for joining me, you guys. See you next time.